Welcome to the new PW Minor. I'm Andrew Young, and I'm the president of PW Minor, the new PW Minor. As you may have known, the store was going to close here, and we were able to make a go of it and save it, and we've got some big plans for the future. I'm a longtime Genesee County resident my whole life, went to Alexander School. Um, wasn't sure what I wanted to be when I grow up. Still not sure at 46 years old. Um, Went to Genesee Community College and got a 2-year degree there. I then moved on to Brockport. Again, not sure which direction I really wanted to be heading in. Got a business degree in finance there. Went out in the real world and worked for a couple of years and always wanted to get a master's degree in business. So I did do that then at Rochester Institute of Technology. I'm a bit of a serial entrepreneur. One of my goals is to be in Genesee County. I did move away for a couple of years, but with the full intention of being back here and raising my kids. Um,
Andrew, talk to us about if you were a teacher, what life skills would you be integrating on a daily basis during during the learning process within the classroom?
um, I relate some of this to the workforce, but really I think it's just life skills in terms of character. I guess is how I categorize the whole spectrum of it. Attitude is the most important thing that I see again in my kids. I'm a coach in my players, and certainly in my employees. I think I mentioned to you not long ago we had some interviewing going on for a position here, and there were certainly people that were more skillful and more experienced. And I knew the second this one lady walked into my office that we were going to hire her. And again, she lacked some of what most people might be looking for. And I shouldn't even say that. I know what most people are looking for, and it's the attitude she had. So a lot of it is skills and experience, but I would suggest what trumps that is the attitude that someone brings in here.
Talk to us about the type of qualities that you're looking for when you're hiring, and especially maybe here at the new PW Minor with some of the staff that you've recently hired.
Uh, Again, you look at their experience and you're able to judge from that how successful they've been able to do things. Um, and you look at their education and you look at their skills, and I guess I think one of the most important things is how do you apply those skills. So learning them is one thing, the math, the science, the technology, but how are you going to apply them in the real world, or in our world here in this case. So, and again, a lot of that comes right back down to attitude, and I don't mean to keep overuse that word, but um, it's all about a can-do attitude and an energetic attitude, and my job here is to set the direction. And if there's people that can see that direction and follow it, and their own way, I can't be watching over people every minute of the day. Um, they need to do it their own way, and the people that are able to do that or are willing to do that are the people that really make a difference for us here, and the people that we're kind of looking for. So again, just to reiterate, the skills are important, the experience is important, but how they apply them to, in this case, I think in life in general, but in this case, the way you asked the question in regard to the objectives that we have here as a company is what's important to us.
What skills are you finding when you're going to hire that you're finding scarce out in the marketplace that employers, by and large, are lacking?
I don't want to say it, but it's almost common sense. It's a will, it's a desire. I guess common sense wasn't the right word. It is the desire to be successful, or to bring a team. I like sports a lot in regard to. I think that gives our kids a lot of. But I think it could also be done in the classroom in terms of. I guess competitive is the word. I think people need to want to do better than the guy next to them. And that is very healthy for a business or a team in that case. So I'm not sure where we were going with that one, but
The biggest scarce that you think that's out in hiring today.
Again, I think we've just lost an attitude in regard to a team goal and all of us putting our piece into it to get to that goal. Um, this is a team here very similar to any other team in terms of PW Minor. And again, at our level, we set the direction, and we need people that are going to see that direction and do whatever it is that's going to get us there. everybody here has a role and a responsibility, and we don't want people hiding behind those roles and responsibilities. Although we need to hold them accountable to those, we also want them to see other things that maybe don't fit in their job description and know they need to be done for us to get to our goal, and go do them, whether it's your job or not, kind of thing.
The last question is what type of advice would you give to schools, being out here as a president, CEO, what would be your advice back to high school teachers, administrators, community members on how they could develop, quality, people to get out in the workforce?
I think we need to do a couple of things. Number one, we need to look at each individual kid, or in groups, I guess that would be. Some kids are going to college and we know it, and some kids are not going to college and we know it. And I know we have some really good BOCES programs that assist some of those kids. I don't think we can treat them all the same, I guess, is what my thought is. And some kids don't fit into either one of those boats, whether it's because they don't know what they want to be when they grow up, which was me and as a senior or junior in high school, and still is, as I said. I think we just need to make sure that we're looking at all of those aspects. Not everyone's going to college. There's a whole lot of jobs from the BOCES or the technical side, but I still think there's another group of kids or people that maybe need more help in regard to that. The other part of it is I think we need to relate all of the good stuff that we're teaching the kids to, and I hate to use the term, but the real world. It's not academics. How do we apply those academics to what those kids are going to be faced with when they graduate from, whether it's BOCES or high school or college? Sooner or later, they're going to go get a job. Sooner or later, they're going to go get married. Sooner or later, they're going to, all those relationship skills and some of the things we've talked about here in terms of their approach to life is what I think is important.
Great. Anything else you would want to add?
Go Knights.
All right. Thank you very much, Andrew.